Mikaela Meyer making her pro debut this Saturday in Los Angeles. Big deal for you because you're from here. You're going to be with all your friends, your family, watching this pro debut, and obviously a lot of boxing fans have been hearing about you and following your amateur career up until the pros. How good does this moment feel for you?
It's awesome, especially being here in LA and having a huge promoter, like the best in the world, behind me, supporting not just me but women's boxing is amazing. You know, being an amateur, not a lot of people get to see me compete. It's, you know, we're in other countries around the world in front of a few dozen people, so, and you know, it's great to see all the support and then have friends and family who's never got to see me compete.
Has it hit you yet? Like all of this is happening, like all the cameras here. I know you got cameras in the Olympics, but it's gonna just be even more. Like, has it like hit you like, oh my God, I'm here? Yeah,
I was waiting for that. Like, oh my God, I'm so used to like fighting because we fight so often in the amateurs. I mean, I've already fought like 12 times this year, so I'm so used to that. But this is definitely very different. I mean, we don't have a lot of media where we go. It's not that many people, like I said. So I think that's the biggest difference is the lights, the cameras, the amount of people who will be viewing this. So, but it's good. I mean, this is what I wanted. I wanted a bigger stage. I wanted to help show the world that women can compete at this level.
You know, speaking of women, they're getting a lot more attention, it seems, overall in combat sports. For you to have someone like Top Rank come in, what did that mean to you when they went ahead and give you that offer and that support? Because I'm pretty sure you were shopping around too with other promoters, and it seems Top Rank is really committed to you.
Yeah, it was an honor because I did speak to a few promoters, and I wasn't going to leave my Olympic dream of winning the gold medal in 2020 to go with a promoter who didn't really see the vision or didn't really want to build me or believe in me or see what we could do for women's boxing. So Top Rank did that. They told me everything I wanted to hear. They're doing everything they said they were going to do, and it's an honor to be the one they chose, and now I have a duty to show the world.
How nervous are you? Are you pretty nervous?
Okay, I'm not. I think competing at such a high level in the amateurs really helps you control your nerves. I mean, this is just what I do. Like, I compete so often. This is a job to me. I take it seriously, and I try not to let the nerves get to me. You know, my confidence comes from a hard training camp. I know I did the work. I know I have the talent. So I'm just going to relax and go in there and do the best I can do.
You just got your workout done. You're sweating. I'm sweating. It's so super hot in this gym. Now, looking at women's boxing as a whole and you coming in kind of being like the new blood, what do you think was missing or what needs to happen to really push you guys to where the women are in MMA?
Okay, well, I've said this before. I think a huge difference was women were inducted into the Olympics in 2012, and before that, men had that platform. They could go to the pros, they can go to the promoters and say, I'm a multiple world champion, I'm an Olympian, I've done this. Women didn't have that stepping stone, and now they do. Now we're coming in. You got Clarissa Shields, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and other girls like Katie Taylor, Olympic gold medalist. And so all these girls with all these like amazing credentials, some more than men, and now they're able to be like, look at me, look what I can do, and they're kind of getting that acknowledgement and had the experience to do well in the pros.
What do you make of Holly Holm going into MMA, Heather Hardy kind of treading the waters? Like, do you see that as maybe a possibility? Like, what's your overall assessment and thoughts of that?
You know, I don't blame them. I don't think they were getting the attention in the media that they wanted or that they deserved, and women's MMA was giving that to them. So they went that direction. I did think about it. And I sat down with Top Rank at a good time, and the stars kind of all aligned at once. And I said, oh no, I'm going to stay in boxing. If I have someone like this behind me and backing me, like I'm gonna stay in boxing for sure.
How close were you to making the jump to MMA then?
I was pretty close. I had an offer. I had an offer
from Bellator, the UFC?
I was talking to Bellator to go into MMA, and it was tempting because, like I said, it's a struggle when you don't have the support behind you. But I'm happy that it worked out this way. Like, if I don't have to get kicked in the head, then like, come on.
You grapple, have to deal with submissions and chokes and all.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's extremely difficult because there's so much more to learn in that. I know you sparred a lot of MMA fighters. I know you were brought into camp to help out Ronda with the fight that she had against Amanda. How was that experience like for you coming in from the boxing world and going on against someone like Ronda?
It was great. You know, I've always been a Ronda Rousey fan. She's done so much for not just women's MMA, but women's sports in general. So that was a great experience. She's a really cool girl, and we had some good goes. And I think I actually dabbled a little bit in doing the MMA too, obviously. And what I really walked away from that with was it made me appreciate how far I've come in boxing. Like, I remember the day I walked into boxing and like throwing a 1-2, I totally looked like, oh my God. And then I almost felt that way going into train the ground stuff in the wrestling. I was like, oh my God, there's so much to learn, there's so much to think about. And it made me appreciate how far I've come in boxing, how much I've learned, and the level that I'm at. And I can't just abandon my sport now. Like, I gotta show the world, I gotta help pave a way for other women.
Do you think you can be the one that kind of makes it to that level, like where Ronda took MMA? Do you think you could do that with boxing?
I hope to. I hope to do it alongside the other girls who had recently turned pro, like my teammate Clarissa Shields. I think we can all together, we can all do it, because you need more than one person. You know, we need opponents. We need a band of women to come together. It can't just be one great female. We have to see more than one to really show the world that, okay, women can compete at this level. We are competitive.
Now, I've heard a lot of talk about Katie Taylor and you potentially in the future. You guys didn't fight each other in the amateurs, but you're in the same weight class. She's getting a lot of attention. I think if you guys keep winning, that fight makes sense.
Yeah, when the time is right, that fight definitely makes sense. You know, this is a new world for me, exploring the pros, but I have Top Rank behind me. I know they're going to move me right. We're going to take one fight at a time, but I definitely see that fight happening in the future.
Well, I can't wait to see your pro debut and see how your career works out. Mikaela, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So
Go cool off, because I know it's a little hot over here. Mikaela Meyer, of course, making her pro debut this Saturday. You can watch her fight on ESPN 3, and of course in the main event, we will see Vasily Lomachenko take on Miguel Mariaga on ESPN.